Hey guys, so you're hearing from Meg Kozlowski again. I wanted to dive into the business side of things. So hopefully you had a chance to watch the fitness journey. Now we're going to talk about the business. For me, 2019 or 2009 is when I signed up as a coach, and I really didn't see myself building a business with this. I really loved the community. I really loved the accountability, but I was terrified that I was going to push friends and family away, and I didn't want to be that person that was super annoying on social media. And so I held off for a really long time, you guys, and I was kind of one of those toe dippers. Like I was probably driving my coach crazy because I would say, oh my God, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this, and then I would disappear. And I'm like, oh my God, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this, and I would disappear. So I was what they call like a discount coach who kind of was a toe dipper. And it wasn't, until 7 months into the business that I finally hit the first rank of Emerald, and I signed up my parents, and I got semi-serious about this business and was like, I'm just going to treat it as a hobby as I go through my master's degree. I was getting a master's degree in public health nutrition, and I really didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. All I knew is that I wanted to hold off on my student loans. So I knew if I went back to school, those student loans would stay off, right? And so I went back to school, and I really, I caught myself during my classes kind of like daydreaming about the workouts and daydreaming about talking to people about the workouts, because I was starting to fall in love with, connecting with people on social media about this journey and about the business. And so in 2011, so 2 years later, I finally made the decision after getting my master's in public health nutrition and having those loans come at me, getting my first full-time job. I was an exercise manager at a local YMCA. And I thought that would have been my dream job, just to like work out all the time. And I hated it. I hated the fact that I had to work, 1 to 2 weekends per month. I hated kind of like building someone else's dreams. I hated having to be somewhere at a certain day and a certain time. I wanted to be in charge of my own schedule. And I was only 24 at the time, but I knew that this business was the way out. And I found myself, like I said, really enjoying the business. So I thought, Meg, what do you have to lose? Why don't you just put both feet in, trust your coach, actually apply what she's telling you to do, which is sharing your journey and just helping people along the way, and see what happens. And so I made that decision in March of 2011 to really dive into this business and treat it like a business and be consistent with the behaviors that you'll learn from your coach. Nothing crazy, I promise. But within a year and a half, you guys, so May of 2012, I walked away from that full-time job. I was able to, use my coaching income to pay off, start paying off debt, and to walk away from that full-time job and become a full-time coach. And it was like that right there was proof that I could do this. And the people who were kind of my naysayers in my life were watching me and saying, okay, wow, she's really serious about this, right? She's going to build a business. And I remember my mom being like, please don't quit your job. Don't quit it. And now she's my biggest supporter. She's like, gosh, I'm so glad you didn't listen to me. So that was in 2012, you guys. And our team just kept growing, and we kept continuing to duplicate the things that you guys will learn. And I saw coaches on my team quitting their full-time jobs. And I saw coaches on my team, bringing their spouses home and paying off debt. And it just kind of kept spiraling, okay? So that was about 2012, 2013, that a lot of that stuff was happening. Our team was, in the top 11 in 2012, top 10 in 2013. We've hit, multi-million club. We've been able to, hit the highest rank in the company. And the reason that I share that stuff with you guys is that I want you guys to know that every single coach that you have, that you're connecting to in this group, they are part of a bigger team of rock stars, okay? People who really want to see you succeed and help you and give you the tools so you're not just by yourself, okay? So I had one of those in my life with my upline as well. And so after we were able to achieve that stuff, looking back, we've been able to pay off like over, this sounds crazy, $600,000, like 630,000. I'm bad with numbers. $630,000 in debt, you guys, between our first home that my husband and I purchased that we moved out of in 2016 because we built our dream home that we've started to pay off as well, which we've paid a big chunk of that off. So we've paid off our first house, started to pay off our new house. We've paid for our cars in cash. We were able to pay off my student loans, which are my undergrad for nutrition, and then my master's degree in public health nutrition, and then my husband's undergrad and his doctorate in physical therapy. So, we are almost debt-free. We also have been able to pay off our medical bills. I had a really bad delivery with my daughter, unfortunately, back in 2015. And I remember when those bills came in, and of course we hadn't, our deductible, our insurance wasn't the best at the time. And so we had a lot of money come at us, our bills that came at us. And we said, okay, we can just pay it off with cash right now. Okay. So we're going to pay it off and, get rid of that. And then recently with my DNC, once again, I hadn't met my deductible because we're pretty healthy. And so I had to pay full price basically for my DNC, which was a pretty penny. And once again, we were able to say, okay, we can take that money and pay for it. We don't have to do it in payments. And it's because of coaching, and I don't tell you guys this stuff to brag because I'm not motivated by money. I'm motivated by seeing my coaches succeed and seeing their journeys and their fitness journeys. But when you pay it forward, you guys, and you really focus on helping other people and you're in it to help people, the income comes back tenfold, okay? And you don't have to worry about the things. The other really important things from being a coach, you guys, is that I've gained at least accountability on my own journey. You guys already saw me talk about that. The fact that my husband is able to work because he loves it. He works 2 days a week. I tell him that he's not allowed to stop that because he's an extrovert. I'm an introvert. I could stay in my home all day, every day, but he needs to be out around people. He also got a doctorate in physical therapy because he loves it. So he probably will never quit. He loves it. So he gets to work because he loves it, because he's passionate about it, not because we need that income. We're able to be home with our daughter and just to be able to see, everything progress from her, from when she was a brand new baby up until, she's 2.5 right now. Gosh, so much changes. And, just to be able to be there, to be that person who wakes up with her in the morning, to be that person who's there with her for her nap, to be there with her at nighttime. I build my business around her basically. And then relationships, the relationships that I've formed from this business, I can't even imagine my life without the group of girls that I have in my life. They really have picked me up and I've picked them up and we've picked each other up through some really tough stuff in life, because life sometimes hits you real hard. So relationships. And then the last thing, you guys, is just purpose. I always knew that I was someone who wanted to help people and I wanted it to be focused on health and fitness and to be able to inspire people with my own journey. And this business has given me that platform to do that. It doesn't have to be just Beachbody, right? You get to take this platform and help people in any way that you want, okay? So I hope that by hearing this, you guys, and knowing that I'm just a normal person, yes, I have my degree in nutrition, but there are coaches in this network who are killing it, you guys, without any nutrition or fitness or any type of background because they have a heart for helping people. And if you're someone who feels passionate about helping people and or you've been seeing results from the Beachbody programs and you believe in those products, you have got to become a coach because you're going to help so many people. And not only that, the sky is the limit with this business, okay? You don't have someone who is breathing down your neck to make sure that you're, clocking in at a certain time and clocking out. You get to take it and say, what are my business hours? What are my goals? What do I want to achieve? How much time do I want to put into this? And then go from there. So I hope this was helpful, you guys. I'm excited to see how many of you guys decide to take the plunge and become a coach because it literally could change your life and your family's life if you allow it. All right.